But even I'm sure even my sisters haven't understand. I don't quite fight to be called song of the year or something. Tell the point because she understands. Could you have your maps? Could you have never chive money? Abana guys, and it's bad.
Mwaiseni, welcome to Headlines. Kuneko tuta breakdown ama stories ale panga headlines Zambian entertainment industry content ya pano to anda mchibemba pan target audience yes Zambians na malebaniza abaku mkwa. My name is Ebo Black, lero njina Paul Kruz. I'm sure once mwe batamba my episode. By the way, Shawa Kambaba, he's the most popular man in show business in Zambia. So, he reached up in industry. Could that Spotify wrapped? Yirabalanga ma streams na ma listeners work with in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Namonati kila na wachitobi hapa.
Naba mina 60.1.
Yeah, so it's interesting because abengi tabaishibe ati kila elevwale bombela poida. Abengi wale da, but kanshi, because what's funny is wale mchitana compare na South Africans na Nigerians baisanga ati achidi adi pamule abengi.
Kaya yabantu basangwa kubumpa so they shift chika ku Spotify. They shift chika global guy.
Ile chika Spotify ni global. Ile okay, I guess that makes sense because tiny na bumble tai wale achita Zambia, Nigeria, achita regional. Yeah. Achita global. What does that influence in terms of ama listeners, nama audience? Does it matter to them, Nangu?
It should matter because ama listeners Zambia or until ama stakeholders, because ama stakeholders bakayen. A music it able to child. So if ngawait pela ma streams ku Spotify, artist is able kupanginda na machine. Isa kwa tukutata na feature wala abantu besangpunda. Tamu feature David tamu feature sana. We can't do those features because Boomplay I don't think pays as much as Spotify does. And again, exposure.
Yeah.
Ngawasanga pa Spotify ni kila wale mchita kila is above tena ngano is above wabengi vya artist wako Nigeria. Yeah. So if you discover that fiyali pa muru fit, abantu ngamona numbers kila pa number. I mean sorry aliera wapalikila. Which means alambo kwata kwa mashozi. Of course patumba na pafina no mwe nalimiewa if phone na mjefu juma account yako alafina ko patumba alambu kwenda kuma shows ali ko important ya kubika Zambia kuchalo because we get to punda wa Zambia kuchalo tulesanga pa bombe Zambia kuchalo Spotify iTunes eko abichalo.
And I think advantage ya fidia is nangwano ku Nigeria walanda ati ama numbers yanjina ala show for the end up
nangwala for kwimba nayo
bangwala nga hapa Boomplay yale ilanga Zambia so kubena kumyabo tata fishi befida ule mulanga wamana. So I think conversation it's like mle mfya language moine. I think after our last session kwarisa kwa kwacha awards nama Diamond TV Shanshan uko, what has been your overall perception in terms of where abantu I think eba pero salama nominees but to suggest abantu futhi eba voter bad post na mine Zambezi juice I think they said isn't that a problem because credibility yala bashana identified in terms of quality na standard ile fwa kwa ngamle pera abantu fyo sokola sala. What's your view on that?
Nasumina sana because ababomba bengi abakali bengi music industry they are finding musician for a microphone. So kuna abantu akali maybe producer, maybe guitarist, maybe shanshan ko bali bomba. Avina chunks ulia Kennedy bali bomba sana mani mbwengi. But because tawakwa tama numbers, they will never be noticed as a credible shanshan ko kuma awards. Kwa ama guys are millionaires ku Facebook bali kwa tama 1 million people. Iyo wakwata 10k followers. Wena wakwata 500 na 1 million. Ngabaiba abantu to vote for me. At least 100,000 are going to vote for them. You nga apunda pa 10k to vote for me. Tawakwata ma numbers.
So already now
rusakani. So even if now Stephen Tuvia kobati you deserve it. Tawakupele. Wala pela ole wakwata okay we ule telefuma number thing. But in reality what that happens is adjudication ngeko yalinga bali kwa vote scrutiny atoke. Quite alright, una kwata 1 million for now I'm voting sana. Now I'm paying my numbers, but those still if the money can visible on merit new. They get paid.
So where the people's vote yakwata a certain percentage na final judgment yakwata percentage ya adjudicators. Zambian na Sampaida, where would you say in terms of away from popularity ngawalebo mfya credibility
between the dedication between the two? Zambian, for the local industry, I want to explain. For the local industry, for the global industry in Sampa, what Sampa is doing is to Zambia. At least Zambia. Her band members win Zambia. I'm backing artists win Zambia.
Yeah.
For me, in a production quality, because abalengo favete bamunofe mu Lusaka na kumuzambia mweka na bakonze ko bali ndepera Sampa based on the production value, the mixing, the mastering, the music, how it sounds, the production value, the writing, the composition, the presentation, ndepera Sampa. But because abantu bali mu Zambia muno bali mfa Zambian mavola iyo tapea Zambian based on popularity muno mu Zambia. So here akubachita compare babiri aba. If it were up to me, an industry technocrat,
awards like the Grammys, someone from SA, Tyler, I think she's barely 3 years in the industry. She's already getting nominated. Sampa, who's been around for longer, has been on maybe bigger stages than she has so far, still is yet to get a Grammy nomination. What do you think makes that a thing that happens where recognition yakwa Sampa tairechitika?
First of all, how Tide has gotten nominated. Number one, not kwatama Afrobeat category ku Grammys. Iya inefeka na itupela signal yako award. Afrobeat ya Tide aidi because apa hip hop apa kesana. Ya isanga kwati music yakale kupano. Even namunga Americans bachaya trap manje fuma tum na box tako move back with it. So because of efidiko, it's easy for Tyler kubarashani. Hip hop ngea liko na Sampana network yaka Tyler. Nango Sampanga na isanga kumkati moja.
So you're saying the nomination fitted wampere looking at the current circumstances? No. So the next year it's ngakunkanya poimo in a style, it's unlikely.
Nga next thing of me amani mbwa feature kwa vena bana, mbako na vena wizi, akwata kochia mapiano, akwata kochia njani. Eventually, ngasanga feja blend ya kalikuta wengira kuna maafro ama Nigerians. Easy kutasanga.
Hip Hop 50 event, I don't know if you've seen anything about that. What? What would you say about it in terms of Zambian industry in hip hop? Is it something that is still relevant and impacting the community the way it used to?
Hip hop in Zambia, it's been the biggest genre of music in Zambia sana in hip hop.
Yeah.
Ama singers yes Baisa papa ngene pop shan trackstika, but hip hop has always been there. It got a solid base.
Yeah.
So my biggest artist to akwata in Zambia in the last 18 years. My rappers are wengi. So now we had PJ, unfortunately passed on. Dave was just coming up. Unfortunately passed on. Number 2 akatayo maps as a singer. So hip hop for me, I would say yeah, quite the best because nango up nango time you be happy you still be coming, but as a singer time you venga happy my ango.
Yeah. In terms of this being the end of the year, what 2023 has done, what we've achieved, what would you say you're looking forward to next year that would be different?
Proper artist imaging, proper artist PR, and proper music packaging.
Can you break down what you mean by imaging especially?
I mean, I'm an artist work at the image. How they dress, they don't care how they dress. Fanta Tide Coca-Cola is not paying me, but I'll pause with that boat. Talk at awareness here. Number 1. Number 2, effort forward how we present ourselves to twafina sana.
Yeah.
So kuravata okay ndia ku event na for chief bush and grab sana event iko. PR mama artist kuravara ndete pa Facebook. After a few hours ambo ku London. We telephone and people I mean, oh no. You need to have a PR public relations ako bati nangu na ulifanya evintu bakutyako spin evintu mwa control because most times you find we have got our artists ako bati but nabena abantu the emotion so nombanga walenge bali kwa tata uyantuka pa Facebook uyo akamuwese shema ila kosa ile so ngatoka taka kwa batoke uyantuka let me turn it into a joke mwamba no wasa mtafika joke hamba bakamba I'm a huge fan chanja I've seen abantu of spinning as an Shefi Buga Kandiki bakutuka he will respond kumuntu amwe fibi umuntu ngamwe fibi then bakamba I'm a huge fan I am kumpontela I'm just a fan shan ijanga mambo kuma PR thing now you need to know umuntu akwa okay fitabarande ifitabarita because trust me tintocho waranda lelo 10 years from now, what you give to the internet, you can never take away. 10 years from now, they use that against you. So, in a proper sound, then that is packaging food music properly produced, properly mixed and mastered. Zambian music is at a stage, and I said this last year, Zambian music reached this stage a year ago of being in an international industry. But because in the talk about the music, music talk about we don't pay attention to how it's produced properly. We don't pay attention to the interpolation in that music because one, we'll get sued. Two, we don't pay attention to the mixing and mastering, which is a very important stage of any music. If am I confident enough narudisha kana kuma don jazz? Narudisha kana kumanya abantu bako America. You look at our gospel, kale ba hacking they are very properly mixed and mastered because they understand that if Kenya will play my song confident, they'll go to Uganda. Same thing with Magnum 44, and you see they go to Blazer, they go to Ian because they understand. Industry for
you know what's funny? Ian has never been, I don't remember Ian being nominated for an award. I just connected what you said about the Ian, credibility of awards.
Ian, Inferno, Nino, TK.
TK that was nominated.
I've never seen TK nominated for any award. And I've never seen him win any award. Because I'm able to Africa, but I think could have paid for my lifetime achievement awards when some guys are. Even Blazer won once as a producer, but we have overlooked his other aspect of his music.
Okay. I'm an artist could have a Monica promising. I remember last time you had mentioned some people, but specifically if you look at people like Mordecai, 76 Drums, even Tio was making a comeback. There's Triple M, Vincenzo. I don't know if Aquala Skin is still active, but he dropped a song recently, but he was a bit quiet before that. What's your expectation from these guys next year?
I feel like these guys are already mainstream now, like the ones that we have mentioned.
S-Trap also, by the way, I didn't
S-Trap, yeah. S-Trap just needs more pushing, but I think he's there. Jokes is doing a good job with the boys, grooming him, teaching him properly the basic steps, not to rush him. But so far, what I've heard from him, I like 76 Drums. I think is already there. It depends on him and this team. Triple M has been growing every year. Again, like I said, it depends on him. This team. Aquara Skin needs to go back to easy, but they panga music because those two are like magnets. They know how to work with each other. But for me, I say these guys are already mainstream artists. Mordecai needs to drop more music, but I feel like he's falling off a little bit because I don't know what the game they're playing at, but in a place where you have not yet stabilized, put a foot like okay, I'm a top 10, top 20 artist. You need to be consistent with music, dropping music.
So this conversation we've had about these artists, which female artists would you place in the same league as those guys we've just mentioned who are looking promising?
I would say this year, Terry. Terry has been promising. Oh, that's all. Most,
only one.
And Miss Weezy.
So Natasha Chansa is off your list.
Because I haven't heard enough this year. I don't know if she has dropped enough.
Toera is off your list?
Toera is a mainstream artist, bro.
I don't think so. I think they are You're
No,
saying she's above the guy we just
she's
mentioned,
she's
above
above. That's an
Triple M
Afroma
and
winning artist, bro. She's big. She's way too big.
so Zaven, where's Zaven going to be in that?
She's way too big.
Really? So you're saying Abena Montekai and Abena Triple M league bari mo ili below Yabena Toela. Really?
Triple M nam pushing agopa moro. Nambia what nafika pa point Yabena Toela. He just needs maybe another one more year because whatever we have heard from him has been splendid. He's a 1 million guy.
Yeah.
So whatever we've heard from him has been splendid. So I think maybe next year would be that year that was
Did you listen to the cipher what's this guy's cipher called? He does this cipher. King Nach does. I don't know, what does he call it? Female size. Yeah, I don't know the full name. I've forgotten the full name. What did you think of the people that were on that?
Vubi shocked me.
Yeah.
Vubi and what's that at this time at some point? What's her name?
Sudi?
Yeah, Sudi. And also I know Toeda can rap, but she sang. Yeah. But Vubi shocked me.
So there's no one on that whole list that you're putting as promising enough to be in the Mordecai.
If Vubi takes music seriously, yes. Because Vubi can sing and rap.
As a rapper or as a singer?
In any way.
Okay, so overall you just think she's
promising. like if she was to take music seriously, so I think better. Because I don't know if there's anything she can do, you know.
What did you think of Edna's?
Edna, I don't think she wants to do music, Edna, but she's an OG, that one. You've read the.
You don't think she should? My question is, you don't think she should pursue music seriously? That you should expect
Soja by one syllable. Soja. That's Edna singing there. So Edna can sing and rap. I would like to see her drop one or two songs and see.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's massively talented to be just presenting. I think.
So particularly Gavina, what the guy? Where is she in?
Yeah, she's in. Straightforward. Her and Vubu are in. Straightforward.
There was a comment Natasha made about female artists not being recognized. Okay, the award shows obviously have a lot of problems. Is that one of the problems they have, or that's not one of them?
No, it's. I understand where she's coming from, but to say song of the year or album of the year, that's a mountain too high to climb. So you really have to show for it to say, okay, I deserve to shine, not because they're a woman and you have to be granted that special treatment. There are so many people that have done good songs. Zaven has been doing good songs, but I'm sure even my sister Zaven will understand that I don't quite fight to be called song of the year or something. Because she understands. Could you have your maps? Could you have another child money? And it's bad because it eventually plays with their esteem. But I feel like they need to push more. They need to do more. You know, they just don't need to do it and then relax. You need to, even if you have a song, push it the way. The essence of having a song of the year is the song has been pushed at least for 6-7 months, not just drop a song. Some songs are very good. Natasha Chance's song with Your Maps, if it was pushed properly to the maximum as it was supposed to be pushed, does it have a video?
I think it's animated, a lyric video.
See, so if it was pushed to the extent where if video we would have been having a different conversation right now.
Going into 2024 with everything that has been established this year, do you see Boomplay still being the most used platform, or do you see Zambians shifting to other
It depends on the artist. The same way all the artists like Your Maps, who dropped, it was Your Maps, Chef, KB, when they dropped exclusive school Boomplay, if they could do the same with Spotify, people will still move to Spotify because they still want to listen to them. Spotify is free. You pay something like $9 or something or even less. You pay for it per month. The people pay for Boomplay to remove the ads. The same thing with Spotify. So the fair percent, no percent. It's like 100 kwacha 200 and you have Spotify.
Yeah.
So the fair percent. So it depends on the artists and how they tell their people.
So Kazadi was complaining about Boomplay not paying. I think it's that thing that KB talked about where there's a delay sometimes for 12 months. Do you think that will make artists less likely to continue using Boomplay, or do you think there's been no change in the way they see things?
And I've never worked with Boomplay, but one thing I know is we shouldn't be having inconsistencies when it comes to payouts. They should be consistent as long as it's the right thing. But if it does come, like he said, I feel like it's for a select artist, not for everyone. Because I know a lot of people complain about Boomplay, and for me, I would say the artist should focus on Spotify, because Spotify gives you a two-way traffic. It gives you money, and it also now if you have got larger numbers, kumpela kona exposure kufya Fimbi. The same way Kila got exposure kufya Fimbi. The same way Sambaz got exposure kufya Fimbi. You have to start looking at the bigger picture. Impia is a stream, but what do we want? You want Zambia kuchalo. Why is Zambia not going to kuchalo? We are just a region here. The biggest we can do is Malawi and Namibia.
Yeah.
We can't do outside Europe to say, okay, what Twitter come on, let's go and perform. We're only doing for Zambians or Malawans outside Zambia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we need to have that thing of saying, okay, but fika hapa music na ambokulu for Bunamori John. So send twice a coffee to be a Spotify to pushing a coffee exclusive Spotify 2 weeks any hot. But check what it's going to do for you. YouTube nowadays is not the best criteria to say I've got these numbers, because number music ifikire ku YouTube ni kunyama bot $10 500 views. So
in conclusion, I guess, do you see your maps continuing to be the biggest artist into next year, or do you think someone can show up and claim that position? Or do you think people are so far behind him that they can't catch up?
No, some competition is important. I like how Neo has moved. I hope he puts more work and puts more music out, more visuals out. And this being Zambia, try going to make controversies that even if they are staged, I want to take over and what take for focus, because Neo not to play music is from 2022.
You think an artist needs controversy in Zambia to be a top artist? I think
where the industry is, because it's got the pop culture. So because we're having pop culture, people are looking for a lot of things to talk about an artist. So the more people talk about you as an artist, the more
No, but is there no way of doing that without controversy?
I'm Zambia man, because I don't see anything like that.
Like Triple M rather. 76 Drums are dropping a video. I felt there was enough people talking about the video just because of how different it was.
Yeah, because a lot of artists spoke about it. So because artists spoke about it, people then started talking about it.
So away from controversy, first of all, if you say controversy, does it mean people like if Mtali Mwanza was doing music, she would be one of the biggest artists?
Yes, big time. They dropped a song like some, I don't know if it's out. She played me something. Mtali magician. She's yeah, what I'm saying is.
So what you're saying is Mtali Mwanza would be one of the biggest artists if she did music.
Yes. I've heard a rap. I've heard that she played me a song last year that she rapped on. I don't know if it came out. Navena make Ben and stuff. She's actually a very good rapper.
Really? So she was featuring, or it's her song?
I don't know, but she's in the song.
So the song, from the sounds of what you heard, can be a mainstream hit if it came out.
Because she's there, one time.
Okay, so pop culture, you're saying, is a big factor in the success of an artist. So what does it mean for people like Chef or people that are reserved like Pompey that don't involve themselves in such scandals?
The time they came in the industry, they came based on skill. We have reached a point where entertainment industry is not always about the skill. It's about how much are in people's faces.
So you're saying those who came in because of skill can sustain their careers with skill, but the new entries require something more than skill, like controversy, because of the pop culture. They need people to
talk about them. They need people to, just on social media somebody, because publicity, good or bad, is good.
Who've done a lot of publicity stunts, but I don't know if I would
product.
Say...
Final product. I love Sinori. He does good music. But Kaidi, whenever he starts that, you always have to find a way to finish it, You always have to have the music to back it up.
Yeah,
he's a very good rapper, but I feel like he's too OG for the generation.
It doesn't sound young enough.
Yeah.